What is up, guys? Nick the Guy here. Let's Drift Media. Thank you for coming back to the channel, new or old. We are at 44,000 subscribers. So just want to give you a quick shout out to all you guys who are still rocking with the channel. Really appreciate it. Let's hit 50,000. So today marks my last day working as a diesel service mechanic, service technician for the fleet company I work for. Hear me out before commenting. I know I'm gonna have a bunch of people like, oh wow, like you're only there for a year, you're already leaving, like I called it. Someone actually did call it, saying I was gonna make a video 1 year later, leaving my job as a diesel fleet mechanic. And it's kind of funny, but before you comment, hear me out. For those of you who don't know, I started around January 2022 with this new company going fleet, leaving the dealership for the last 9 years of my life, and have been an entry-level service technician is what my job title was. And it's been really awesome. I've been able to work on a whole lot of stuff that is brand new to me, at least from what I'm used to working on, working from trailers to these link belt cranes, working on a bunch of Ford F550s, internationals with the Cummins diesel engines. But as I said in my previous videos, if you guys have watched, is it got a little boring and mundane. As in being a service technician at the place I'm working at, basically all I was doing was oil changes and DOT safety inspections. So it's really not that hard to kind of learn just those basics when you're just doing the basic services, and I get bored very quickly. You guys see I've bounced around from quite a few dealers, or at least a lot of people say I bounced around a lot, but I do get bored pretty quickly. And I really just felt like I wasn't getting to use my brain a lot at work doing these basic services. Like I said in the last video, it's I kind of felt like I was getting dumber by the day because I wasn't exercising like that part of my brain, like, oh, getting a diag card, trying to figure out a problem and solving the problem, or doing a more in-depth repair, maybe pulling a motor, swapping out a short block, changing out a transmission, something like that, that kind of like, you know, gets the gears going in your brain. So yeah, that's pretty much why I got pretty bored of what I was doing day to day. So I was fortunate enough, I applied for a lead technician position. Same company, moving to a different garage actually, but kind of more like a promotion. So sorry guys for the clickbait if you guys thought I was putting in the towel and I'm gonna stop turning wrenches. That's not the case. I actually got a promotion, guys, and I'm super excited. Just wanted to kind of make this video to kind of talk about it a little bit. So yeah, not really quitting my job or leaving my job, whatever I put in this title, but actually got a promotion from being a service technician, going from just changing oil to now becoming a lead technician, which I'll be starting this following week. So I wanted to make this video and kind of post it on my last day of being a service technician. I'll still be working on pretty much majority of the same equipment because we share the same equipment across the field for whichever garage you're working at. Certain things I won't be working on anymore, which is kind of nice in a good way. Like there's some things at the garage I was currently at that I really didn't want to mess with too much. But yeah, now being a lead technician, it's going to be a whole lot more responsibility. The best way I can describe it is basically going from a lube technician at a dealership like say Toyota to a flat rate technician. Minus the flat rate part. I'll still be hourly, which is nice because over this past year I've started to fall in love more with being an hourly employee versus being a flat rate technician and always being on the hustle. But being a lead technician, there's just gonna be a whole lot more cool stuff. I'm gonna get my hands a whole lot more dirty and just get to work on, or actually do bigger repairs, like fun jobs is what I consider, versus just dropping filters or dropping oil and spinning filters all day. So that's pretty much where we're standing now. I don't know exactly what I'll be doing because I'm going to a different garage. So it's not the same garage that I've been working at this past year, but like I said, it's still the same company. So pretty excited to start flying these bucket trucks, flying the buckets up in the air, doing the inspections on the buckets, learning these hydraulic systems on how these bucket trucks work, that have these man buckets that send the crews up to work on whatever they gotta work on. And not only that, just getting to do a whole lot more repairs, hopefully some heavy line. As much as I say I kind of don't like heavy line as much anymore, going a year without really doing too much heavy line, I kind of feel like I miss it. Something about taking something completely apart and putting it back together, whether it be a motor or just pulling out parts of the interior of the vehicle. Stuff like that is really fun. I guess it's not always fun, but it really helps the day fly by. Like, I remember those days at Toyota where I would be doing like an FRS engine valve spring recall, and those days would just fly by because I'm just like in the zone, like working. Okay, do this. Okay, now take it out, put it back in, put it back together, etc. And I really just kind of miss that, just kind of getting to do bigger jobs, challenging myself every day. So really looking forward to the next chapter in my life, because it's gonna be still a big learning curve. Yes, I do have quite a few years working as a flat rate tech, doing a lot of big jobs, but now it's gonna be transitioning to Ford's International's semi-tractors pretty much, as well as working on the hydraulic systems with the booms, the buckets setups they got going on. So pretty nervous, but pretty excited at the same time. It kind of reminds me of like when I went to BMW and I had like really no experience doing bigger jobs on BMWs, but then it's like after I pulled out like one engine at BMW, and I was kind of like, oh, it's kind of the same as like Toyota. Like, it's still a similar process. Maybe it's going to be different nuts, maybe different steps you have to take to remove or program, calibrate, whatever you're doing. But at the end of the day, it's still kind of similar in a way, as far as the process you go about when it comes to wrenching. Another thing I'm excited about is getting to do some more diag. You guys heard me talk about it in my regrets of being a mechanic. One thing I wish I did was do more diag, because it makes you better. And I'm really excited to sharpen that strength again, get some more electrical diag under my belt, get some more, literally everything, just to kind of make me a better tech, because the only way you're gonna get better at stuff like that is by doing it. So yeah, that was just one reason when I was being a service technician, I didn't really get the chance to do any of that. If there was like a problem with the vehicle, say something wasn't working, or had a check engine light, or had some kind of electrical problem, whatever the hell problem it had, being a service technician, it's kind of just like, okay, just write it up and a lead tech will figure it out. Or we'll give it to a lead tech, but just continue doing your services and inspections. So that's gonna be pretty awesome. I mean, again, there's probably gonna be times it sucks and I'm gonna be like, oh wow, like I should have just stayed a service technician, because it's obviously a lot more responsibility actually doing real work. But I think it'll be worth it. The pay is gonna be a lot better, so I already know what I made last year. I'm gonna make even more this next coming year. So that's another thing I'm excited for. And just to kind of change it up, I'm gonna be going to a whole new garage. It's gonna be a whole new set of mechanics there. I'll miss some of the guys at the garage I'm working with, but not all of them. Some of them I could care less about, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And I could finally bring my freaking Snap-on toolbox that I spent like $6 grand on, that's just been sitting here at my house since I have another Harbor Freight big box now for the house. So now I could finally bring my Snap-on box to work and not only clear space in the garage, but actually use this toolbox that I invested so much money in. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much where we stand. Sorry if I clickbaited you guys. Sorry if you guys were like, oh, are you kidding me, dude? Like, really, again, like, but you gotta do what you gotta do for the YouTube views. So really helps out the channel. Anyone watching this, just wanted to kind of give you guys a little life update, because I'm just, like I said, super excited and can't believe that I was able to get this position within a year of starting in this company, because like I said, it's all seniority, so it doesn't matter what you know, who you blow, it's how many years you have in the company. So thank you guys who still rock with me. Let's hit that 50K, guys. It's almost there, and you guys have a great weekend, rest of your week, whenever you're watching this video, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!